Today's video is a great example for passengers or pilots. It's going to show an event that happened between a JetBlue Airbus 321 and New York air traffic controller. And the exchange gets a little bit heated. So as a passenger, you're going to get to see why aircrafts have to go around, sometimes more than once. And as a pilot, we're going to learn some lessons and remember how to keep our cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take off with Gary B. Pilot. Let's go!
Tower JetBlue 1060, 9 left, 4 left.
JetBlue 1060, Kennedy Tower, continue.
Continuing, JetBlue 1060.
So far, it's pretty normal. It's just coming in on approach. You see all
JetBlue
these.
1060, wind 03016, gust 20, runway 4 left, clear to land.
4 left, clear to land, JetBlue 1060.
So now they just got cleared to land runway 4 left.
JetBlue 1060, reduce your final approach speed.
Final approach speed, JetBlue 1060.
So notice how she just asked them to slow to their final approach speed. That's typically you're going, ooh, spacing's getting close. Like, hey, normally as a pilot, as you're coming in, you kind of have these steps and you keep dropping your speed the closer you get. And maybe by like 5 miles out, you're probably at your final approach speed. And sometimes though, for spacing, they're telling them, hey, slow earlier. So you can see they're out here. I don't have the exact distance, but I'm guessing that's more than 5 miles. It's probably like 7 or 8. And so they're just a little more quickly telling them to slow, and you can see that they're not going to get the speed they want. And you can see, if you look closely right there, this JetBlue 1060, I don't know if they're flying fast or they're flying slow, but either way, you can tell they're gaining on them. And so it looks like the separation isn't there. And the only instance that the ATC can do in this case is cancel the JetBlue's landing clearance and tell them to go around. And that's exactly what they do.
JetBlue 1060, cancel your approach clearance, climb maintain 3000 runway heading.
I maintain 3000 runway heading, JetBlue 1060.
It doesn't happen often, but it's not like very uncommon for pilots. It's like sometimes it's like, okay, the spacing got there. They do their best to pack it in, but in, places like New York and LaGuardia and, with Newark right there, I mean, this is some of the busiest airspace in the world. It's very densely populated, to put it.
It's also full of a bunch of liberals who don't know how to run shit.
Oh my God, Big Mac, for the love of God, would you just be able for once to keep your political BS out of my videos? Like, why does it always have to be political? Do you just sit up there in the tower and read Breitbart and InfoWars all day?
Hey man, if I had $1 for every time Alex Jones was right, I wouldn't be vectoring traffic no more.
Oh my God. Okay, well, here, I'll give you full screen then, Big Mac. Do you have something productive to say? Why don't you tell us about something interesting about this separation and what's going on here?
I will say this, if they were IFR, separation for wake turbulence is reduced, and that's a mandatory go-around.
Okay, nice. Anyways, let's just continue on. You, Big Mac, if you have something good to say, you can come back later, okay? And now's where things start to get a little more interesting.
Triple 1060 speed 170 tower 191.
170 over tower 91, JetBlue 1060.
Triple 1060 Kennedy Tower, flying heavy Airbus 330 just under 6 miles ahead. Caution wing turbulence, wind 020 at 12, runway 4 right, clear to land.
4 right, clear to land, JetBlue 1060.
Okay, couple things to break down there. When before we're going to land runway 4 left at this go around, now they got assigned to a new runway 4 right. So very quickly in this turn around that they're doing, they have to switch to frequencies, change the approach. And it's not a huge deal. We do train for it, but you can start to see that the temperature is starting to rise here and starting to simmer a little bit because this is already now the second time. And now he tells, you just heard the ATC, right? We're on a different runway. It's a different controller, which you'll see why that matters in a second. But you're also going to see, he just said, wake caution, wake turbulence. You're following an Airbus 330. A 330 is a very big airplane. And the wake turbulence here is going to come into play a factor. So let's go ahead. And once again,
1060, reduce airspeed 1010 knots.
Slowing, time, JetBlue 1060.
And once again, you see they're slowing the aircraft. This time it wasn't final approach speed, but they're saying slowing 10 knots. And again,
1060.
it's just not enough. But this captain, now you can see the pressure cooker is starting to, the water starting to boil over the
wake
top.
turbulence, turn right heading 100 and maintain 2000, cancel your approach clearance.
Hey man, this is the second time you guys have sent us around.
I didn't send you around. I said it's approach control. I didn't do that.
Well, he just sent him around here, but you can see him. He's like, hey man, I didn't send you around. They sent you around. So you can take it up with them.
Hey, say your request again.
Right to 100, maintain 2000. You can tell that to them.
Right 100, 2000, Upper 1060.
1060 contact 128.12, and you can express that to them.
2812, Upper 1060. Approach Upper 1060, 2000. On the go around.
JetBlue 1060 approach low. Kennedy altimeter 2993. Expect ILS 4 right, uniform current.
We have uniform and Mormon 2.
Hey man, this is the second time we've gone around for spacing. We're declaring minimum fuel right now, JetBlue 1060.
JetBlue 1060, I will communicate that. Understood. Maintain 210 knots. We'll get you back in as soon as possible. Turn right heading 170.
Okay. Big Mac, do you want to chime in and tell us what min fuel means?
I'll take a stab at it. When a pilot says min fuel, it means they can't afford any delays or reroutes. They still have enough fuel, but any extra vectoring could push them into their reserves. So it's not really an emergency, but we treat it seriously and trying to work with them to get them on the ground without wasting any more time.
Okay, so is that fair to say it's like getting the fast pass at Disneyland, like you're going to cut the line and go in front of everybody else?
I've never been to Disneyland, but sure.
Okay, so it's not an emergency, and it's good. Okay, so it's not an emergency, but it's min fuel, and that means you're going to get prioritized in. I have that right?
Yep,
Okay, see, was that so hard to not add your political BS?
I guess.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to put up with it. You know, I'm in control of the editing, right? And you don't seem very open-minded. Maybe you need to have a little life-changing experience. What if I just changed your voice like this?
Let me tell you something, Matt. What cousin tarnation,
Oh.
Alabama country, Gary. You know I don't like liberals. You can't make me just sound like one.
Or I could make you Gump.
I don't know what kind of voodoo you got going on here, but I promise to tone it down if you just switch me back.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, I'll switch you back. There you go. There's your back to your Southern Texas draw. By the way, tell me what you guys think of this character. I've been trying to work with it. I don't know what to do. I can turn him on like this. I could do this. I could make a little graphic. I could change the character completely. I don't know. Somebody help me out and give me some feedback because so far nobody's commenting on Big Mac. Anyways, let's get back and finish this video out.
Final Upper 1060, 2000. 220 heading.
Jump 1060 in the expert route.
So again, this could be coincidence, but look at notice before their first time they went around, they came all the way over here. That could have just been because they were landing 4 left and they couldn't cross traffic here over on 4 right in case they went around. Once you declare min fuel, they're going to let you cut the line. And so to me, that's kind of what it's looking like here is it's a much quicker turnaround and they're trying to get you back in. So you can tell, I mean, this is stressful. They are flying. This is now their second go around. You're not really planning to land somewhere else. And you kind of have a buffer of fuel you want to have if you need to go divert. And min fuel says, hey, I'm not messing around. Let's continue on.
And approach JetBlue 1060.
JetBlue 1060, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if you got the memo, but we're declaring minimum fuel for 2 times on a go around for spacing.
Yes, sir, I'm getting you in right now.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so he's starting to say like, hey, I need min fuel.
JetBlue 1060, turn right heading 240.
Right 240, Upper 1060.
And ask and you shall receive. See, so he tells it again, and now, hey, I'm getting you in right now. It's what's that old term? The squeaky wheel gets the oil. That's basically what's happening here.
JetBlue 1060, turn right heading 340.
Right 340, Upper 1060.
We're gonna speed this up a little bit.
4 right, JetBlue 1060.
JetBlue 1060, towers 19-1, you're cleared out, 4 right.
Clear 4 right, JetBlue 1060.
All right, talk about awkward because now they're getting back to the same tower, and this is the guy that he yelled at, yeah, kind of. And it's the guy that he yelled at, and they're sending him right back to him. So it's like, oh, hey, welcome back. Here he is. Probably why he took so long to call.
1060, ILS 4 right.
Triple 1060, Kennedy Tower 103014, runway 4 right, clear the line.
4 right, clear the line, Triple 1060.
Triple 1060, be advised, it's IFR, so my hands are tied as far as weight turbulence is concerned, so I have to take you off the approach if you go below the separation.
Okay, so there's what Big Mac ruined before is that this is what's going on here. This is a good point. So they've had to go around twice, but IFR, here, let me see if I can get this off. IFR stands for Instrument Flight Rules. Essentially what that means is they're in the clouds, they can't see anything. And when that happens, you have tighter restrictions on spacing and certain parameters. And so what normally would have been fine if it was a sunny day. So what the ATC's here is saying, he's like, hey man, my hands are tied. I can't have, if you get within that separation limit, I have to take you off the approach. And that's exactly what he did. And so you can tell he's like, dude, you're yelling at me, but like, I'm just trying to do my job. And so again, you feel the tension starting to boil up here. And you see that this is like, they're getting frustrated. Pilots have extremely tough job, but ATC, I can't say this for sure, but I would imagine theirs is almost more stressful than us because it's like they're handling a lot of people. You know, we just have to worry about one plane. They're handling more than one.
I understand that. We just had going around on 4 right, man. We don't have much gas here left, and I was just frustrated. I'm sorry.
No, it's no problem. It's like I said, it's approach control. They do all the speeds and assign all that. So, but I'll do my best for you here and 4 right to the land.
All right, cruise land. And I'm sorry for yelling at you, man.
That's all good. I understand the situation.
So that's nice of them to talk about that and to see. So you can see all of a sudden now it kind of came back down to reality. And he's, now that he realized he's going to get in, he's like, okay, everybody's calming down a little bit. And he apologized. From the comments I've seen, I guess that know the captain, they say he's extremely stand-up guy. And this just goes to show you that it's always smart to remember to keep professionalism, which to be honest, I don't think that was unprofessional. I think it was a little bit like he's just kind of stating like, hey man, this is the second time, like what's going on? I'm getting a little bit nervous here, but the ATC explained. And that's why it's good to do these experiences and to learn. And if you're a passenger, you need to understand that this goes to show that the pilots had nothing to do with this. There was zero mistakes on their part, but ATC during certain conditions in one of the most busy air places or airports, airspaces in the world, that's kind of what's going to happen sometimes. So if you go around twice, there's nothing necessarily wrong. This just might be what's happening. So I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you want on the next video. And until next time, stay safe.
Let's go!